everyone, and welcome to game number 2 of this side. And of course, we do have TeamYP versus JSMS. We're going into this game. It is currently 2-0 in favor of TeamYP, and right now it is actually the second game on this side, which means YP won both of the first matches on each side. So this is the second game on this side. We're going to this, and of course we have the animated monster, who is a million meows among the clouds, playing Goliath, versus the Hunter team of TeamYP, which is going to be Lennox, Val, Crow, Sunny, and of course that is also Nightwing, Savvy, Spanners, and Rune, of course. It was always Rune. Going into this game, we're at that point now, and we're on Armory. Armory is a map that has some very interesting traversal changes. This is a map that is what we call a vertical map, because it has an extremely low point here and an extreme high point here, which means jetpacks are gonna be huge on this map. Not just movement speed, but jetpacks. Leap smashes, traversals for Goliath are going to be important, but for the Hunter team, they're going to be looking to maximize their jetpack usage. If we look at the abilities right now, we're looking at a leap rock and a leap flame and charge, looking to get that mobility and farming capabilities, but not looking to really brawl. However, we do see that he is going movement speed along with Rune and Nightwing, who are also running movement speed with their Crow and Lennox combination, which is different from what we saw last game when we saw an Abe Torvald. Now we're seeing a Crow Lennox. Both of these are extremely strong hunters, and we'll have to see what they do this time to try and make sure that they get the same result as last time for TeamYP. However, it does look like the animate's already changing up his tactics from what he saw last game, and he's ready to fight, but he's also getting an earlier full armor, almost ready to stage already, and he's all set. It's only been a minute 20 right now, and he's almost staged up. However, Rune is already in a hot pursuit, so right now it is currently a 3-1. Actually, it's more like a 2-1, 1-2-1, because there is one here, two there, and then one here in the rear, which is, of course, Nightwing. Throwing out Gobi, making sure that they have it, and Nightwing's just trying to get through that armor, just being able to chip through and shoot away. Rune, however, is in hot pursuit in the rear. In the rear with the gear. Going through, Rune is going right through the border, just again, trying to come through it, and this is where we see movement speed being used, to try to make sure that they don't have their jetpacks available. But if we look at Spanners, a Tyrant decided to come out of the waters and say nom nom, as he's going to be looking to get through there and survive. He's going to have to be quickly healed up by Savvy, and that's going to put them in a real awkward position when the animate goes to burst through the middle. However, Nightwing is right now ready to go. It just depends on whether or not he wants to throw it or not. He'll probably throw it. His Hunter team, yeah, Savvy's Spanners is healed up right now. He's just waiting for a good spot, which is what he was, yeah. So that's exactly what he did there. If you look right here, he wanted to make sure that this was minimized. However, there is enough space for the monster to fit, so it's not that big of a scenario, that big of a problem for the animate. He'll be able to go on the low ground and then loop back around and keep himself alive. So it'll be good mitigation options to the animate in this dome. He'll be able to keep himself protected and de-animate the damage done to him, you could say. And we got a stealth bounce coming in on Spanners. Going to be looking to get some damage. However, that's going to be broken very quickly. Spanners is getting low, however, but he's going to have to get healed up real quick by Savvy, who's real swift on the gun. And you see another stealth bounce coming in, going on Rune. Here comes the leap. Going to knock Rune on the low ground, just trying to get some space away from him. And Savvy right now is looking to be on top of the rocks to keep himself protected. Going to be blocked by the tree. Going to be leaping across. And again, this is all just damage mitigation for the first dome. Armor damage is coming through from Nightwing, just getting through that armor with the charged Crow shot. And Lennox is looking to get some shots off. Here's 3 hits. There's 4. There's the full multiplier. 5 with the full multiplier on him right now. So he's able to chop right through the armor. Just get that slap chop going and just pop, pop, pop. Going right on through. Here comes the leap. Here comes the charge. Coming up shortly. Okay, I'm not crazy. He will use his charge. There it is. Okay. And yeah, he's just going to burn everything, just try and get space. He has his evolve meter. He will have armor after this, so as much as he doesn't have much armor right now, he can evolve and he'll still have armor, and Dome will be on cooldown. That's the critical part right now. He's actually going to take a little bit of health damage from the Reaver pack, which is actually kind of cute there. They came right in and were like, yeah, no, we'll take some health. Oh, and he even got trap jaws. That's unfortunate. As they're coming through right now, Rune is actually in a great spot. We're going to see the Thunderchild. BAM, baby! Coming right through. 3-point leap coming in with a 1 rock. And Rune coming in with the Thunderchild punch during the dome. During the cocoon, sorry. And that just means more damage coming with that bonus damage. But it did just finish right before the Thunderchild punch came through. Which means he didn't lose an extreme amount of health, but he still lost a good amount of health. Because it's a Thunder Punch, baby. The Thunderchild is no joke. Just look at this thing. Look at it, just pow! This is the autocannon mount on the arm. He's got the elite skin used and everything. He's going to go behind building, though. He's going to keep himself protected and just try to get some armor while he can. Here comes the Thunderchild, and it connects, getting a little bit of damage as well. Slight AoE damage, not direct damage. So more of these pings are coming out as we just see that reticle coming through. Nightwing is going to be dealing more of these stasis guns, trying to get some poking. See Val trying to get a trank in at long distance. We're at 70 meters right now, just trying to keep himself alive and fill that evolve meter on the north side of the map. Just trying to get any piece of food he can as Rune is in hot pursuit, making sure that he's not able to get anything. Holy mammoth birds! That's not 3, 6, or 9. That is actually 10 meats right there. That's enough to almost fill your evolve meter on its own. That is a ridiculous amount of food. As Rune right now is in the behind, gets thunder punched, but he does get the stealth bounce as well. So Rune's going to get low, going to have to get broken by Savvy. Here comes the lead, putting Rune low, which means he's going to have to pop that shield in just a moment, and there goes the shield, which means he's going to be looking to re-engage on Rune in just a moment, or he can leave and dodge the dome entirely! What?! Able to get through there, and Spanish is going to have to keep in hot pursuit with that mini nuke because they do not have dome for a little bit. Deanime doing some excellent execution of the dome dodge tactics, faking an engagement and juking not only Nightwing, not only Spanners and Rune, but also the caster, aka me, thinking that he was actually going to be re-engaging there, as he's just outplaying everyone in his perfectly executed methodical gameplay right now, just trying to make sure he's able to get through the domes and get as much space as possible, using his movement speed to his advantage, as they're just trying everything they can to just keep going. Stealth Pounce is being used for mobility, just doing everything monstrally possible to survive and deal damage throughout this entire ordeal. He knows that if he engages too early without being fully ready, he will be dead. That's why you're seeing him right now. He's just running and trying to survive. Going through just melting. Here's going to be another 2 meats here. Striders are 2 meats each, for those of you that don't know. Mammoth birds are 3. Reavers and other small things are 1 meat, because they're small, right? It all depends on how fat it is. The bigger it is, the more meat it is essentially what the logic you can go with here. Rune's going to be coming in, though, looking to get some punches in with the Thunderchild. However, here we go. He's looking to re-engage on Rune, but however, the dome is dropped, making sure that he has to go back to Nightwing. He's going to go back to the Venom Hounds, get some quick meats in the meantime. And he gets quickly interrupted by Spanners, who comes in with a mini nuke launcher. Nightwing's going for the charge shots, trying to get through that armor. And the stasis gun's being used to even slow him down. Birds are being triggered, but it doesn't matter. He's in a dome. He doesn't care about birds. Rock getting picked up, not quite able, gets thrown downwards with Spanners, but it doesn't connect. Rune is on the high ground, just looking to poke in with this sharp stick. And he's just going to get more of these meats. Savvy is right now in position to get the tranks, which is what he's doing. Rune is doing more of the auto-crit damage. Spanners is getting that mini nuke right in his face. How would you feel with an explosion in your face? It would hurt, just it's like getting punched. Getting run around the rosy here. We're getting more of this damage mitigation, forcing the Hunter team to split up here, trying to melt through, going on Nightwing. Nightwing over getting shielded by the shield drone. Rune going in for the Thunderchild. Doesn't connect because Deanime turns around because he smells it coming. Doesn't see it coming, he smells it coming. And right now the dome is about to fall, and out goes Deanime, perfectly timed at leaving towards the exit of the dome. It knows exactly when it's going to fall, and was like, hey, you know what, I'm just going to walk this way. You didn't get through my armor, that's fine. As we're just seeing him leap all the way across this map on Armory, just going right through, going ham, getting distance. He's almost full on the evolve meter. Needs 1 more meat, which is what he's going to get right now. He's going to pick that up, and then off he goes. He's going to leap up, and yeah, he's going to go right on the high ground. We're going to see him evolve exactly where he evolved. It's just a moment ago in that cave in the back corner here, as it is probably the best position for him to evolve. We take a look over at Nightwing, who's actually going to be looking to cut directly north, get himself into a position right around here for when the evolve occurs, and then he'll be cutting up towards the monster. The question is, does he go up this way and around, or does he go through here? The safer bet would be to go to this point, because that way you cut off the middle of the map. The other option is to go this way and ensure you know, either get some shots off or that you get the dome. It's one or the other. You force the decision. Right now the monster is looking to get away, and he's just trying to run it. He is heading east now towards the eastern side, and then heading south on the eastern border, I should say. And right now we look over at Spanners, who's actually in a great position as well to get some shots off as he's going to run. They're going to be able to call out his spotted sightlines, as he's just going to keep traversing around and going right past the Nomad, and he's just going to be looking to get into the middle of the map and cross over. If he gets to cross over to the map, that means that he'll be able to fight Stage 3 with full armor and pretty much full health, which is an ideal situation for Deanimate against this top-tier Hunter team. He's going to go back in this corner. Actually, he's not even going to cross. He's just going to fill up his armor meter here in this dome. They're going to be looking to fight right now, but he is actually almost full on armor, and there goes the full, well, pretty much full. He's going to eat some last meat. Nah, he's just going to say skirt and go in before they have time to set up. Nightwing, however, going to be eating a leap to the face, rocketing thrown over at the shield drone, gets blocked by the wall, however, and right now every piece of wildlife is getting involved. Dune Beetles, Mega Mouths, everything's getting involved in the craziness. Might as well throw a chair in this scenario or a rock and just trying to fight. Here comes Rune with a Thunderchild, just barely missing the Goliath. The enemy's able to dodge it. Here comes the leap, goes down on Nightwing, knocks not only Rune, but Nightwing. And here goes Spanners getting melted in the face as Val's trying to heal everyone, and everyone's slowly going down. This is a methodical damage being dealt, being split amongst everyone. Rune's going to get rocked in a minute, and bam, it goes right to his face. He's going to get burned. Everything's being done, trying to get everyone down, but it's not quite enough. All these heals are coming up, just keeping everyone alive between the shield drone and Val. Spanners is on the high ground, just replacing that shield drone as it is gone now. Here comes the rock, but it doesn't quite connect on Spanners. He's able to dodge at the last second with a perfectly timed jetpack, but he does go down just after the heal burst comes out from Savvy, which means that it is down to Spanners on the ground, which is a strike. Does he go or does he stay? And it looks like he's going to be staying. He wants this game over. He wants to see a dead TeamYP in front of him. He's going to look to interrupt Rune. Rune's going to be eating that to the face. Spanners is now in dropship, and he cannot be resurrected. So this is when you disengage, and this is when you go get more armor. He only lost a bit more health, but he did put Spanners in the dropship, which means no jetpack dodging, no hype out of it. No height, no jumping, no nothing. You can't dodge when you don't have the booster. You have to use your jetpacks perfectly. Although TeamYP can still pull it forward, Deanimate is just in a much better position than he was in a moment ago, as we do see the survival odds in the bottom left-hand corner currently at 50-50, even with a downed Hunter. That is the power going into this right now. They are going to choose to set up defensively at the relay because they got their fight. They got some more health damage on them, but unfortunately they did lose Spanners in the process. The upside is that it's only one strike on Spanners, so it's not a ridiculous amount of time. They just have to wait out this timer. They have a minute 10 that they need to survive. If they can survive until Spanners comes back, or if the Deanimate doesn't engage in time, then it looks like they'll be okay because it's only one strike on Spanners. But the Deanimate's not going to let that happen. He's going to be able to go in, get what he wants out of it, and just fight them as much as he wants at this point. They don't have the jetpack boosted, they don't have the shield drone, and Nightwing right now is actually even on the low ground just taking some damage from like a Reaver, I'm guessing. It look like a Reaver, maybe? But Val is right there on the high ground, which is what you saw interrupted them. Was able to get a sight line right there on the relay. And looks like Deanimate's ready to engage. Here comes the Dome, looking to fight. Rune's going to be taking a ton of damage as Deanimate's saying, I'm hungry for some Hunter meat. Going back after Savvy, going to be looking to get some re-engagements here. Flame Breath coming in, going to be lighting him up. Here comes the Stealth Bounce. Going to be looking, and it does grab him. However, this is a God Dome as you see Nightwing coming through the crack because he did set it up. Here comes the Rock, though, going to be going to keep Savvy down. Rune is right behind him, going to get melted, and they're going to be trying to get that pick off. Nightwing's trying to get, and this is a ridiculous God Dome. You can't get Nightwing in there. That is, oh my God, Nightwing. Like, look at this. This is a perfectly positioned dome. You want to know how to beat a monster and how to keep your team alive? This is how you do it. This is it right here. As he's coming through, trying to get through, can't quite go through there, as they're just going to keep themselves on this side. Deanimate is going to actually choose to disengage and armor up in the meantime, because that's the best choice in this scenario. And see them actually using that high ground. Landing zone's coming in, which means drop zone's coming in. However, Dome's going to be coming off out in a minute, which means Deanimate can re-engage if he chooses, or he can leave and stage up. It looks like he's going to be looking to get back in. He's going to melt down everything because he don't have Dome. Rune, however, does have personal shield. Savvy is here now. He was just killed, but he did get included on the dropship because he was killed nice and early on the fight, which means Savvy is right now going to be getting out. Here comes another charge. However, Savvy dies to burn damage, and he's going to get a second down right now. And he's going to be looking to finish off Savvy and get the medic in the dropship. Rock being thrown. He's going to be looking to finish it off, but wants to sacrifice a little bit of health to make sure Savvy's not coming back. Savvy's gone, which means that it is just Deanimate, Spanners, Nightwing, and Rune left in the game. Savvy's gone for his second strike. Deanimate, however, is on the run. He doesn't have any armor to play with, and he needs to get his armor meter full again in order to be able to re-engage. He's only down to 4 bars of health. So, again, this is what I mentioned earlier when I mentioned methodical. This is what we're starting to see now, where monsters are picking up and choosing when exactly to get their strikes. In this case, we saw him brute force the first dome and get Spanners. He got Savvy methodically in the second dome because he knew he was going to be able to get it. And then he went after the other two just because he could. Although he got blocked in the dot dome, so he wasn't quite able to get it. Now we're looking at the game being completely tilted now. Odds right now going slightly in favor of the Hunters, but it's still essentially 50-50. They don't have a medic right now, and they have a minute of combat still to go. So if he starts burning through, even if they have personal shields or shield drones, it's not going to be that effective at keeping them all alive. Shield drones are good and all, and here comes the round 2 of the God Dome. Going up, and he's going to be trying to get them right now as they're going to be engaging, going up, throwing rocks. Everything's going to be done. Here comes the leap, going to be knocking Nightwing off, just slowly dealing damage, using the flame. And again, this is what I mean when I mean methodical. He's going through, he's just taking what damage he can. He's not overextending. He's just trying to go in, and he's just trying to knock him down, get some damage, throw rocks, get AoE damage. Any kind of damage is good damage at this point. That dome is almost down, which means that he's going to be able to go in just a moment. Just waiting for it to come down. Should be down in just a minute. This is the point we're at right now.
It's out there somewhere. Go find it.
We're looking at it right now. He's looking to re-engage. Again, we're seeing more of this coming out. He did fill up his armor meter. We are right now just at the methodical point. And they are choosing to disengage. Oh no, drop zone's back here. Savvy's going to be nowhere near them. If he chooses to stay, he can pick off Savvy yet again, put him immediately back in dropship. Nightwing, however, going to get stealth pounce. He doesn't want to deal with these God Domes anymore. Says, screw you, Nightwing, I'm going to melt down your face. And that's a bit of vindication right there. This is a personal statement. Deanimate's saying no to Nightwing after 2 God Domes, being able to keep his team in the game. And Nightwing is going to put him right down. Oh, sorry, Deanimate's going to put Nightwing right down. Savvy's back, however. He's going to fill up his armor meter, and he's going to be re-engaging. He wants this to finish. He's ready to fight. And he's good to go. Spanners is going to be going on the high ground, leaving Rune and Savvy on the low ground. He's going to go for a very low health Savvy. Only has 2 strikes, but it's still 2 strikes of pain as he's just trying to keep himself alive, jetpacking away, leaving Spanners to take the bait as he's just going to be forced to fight. Savvy, however, going to be coming back to get those heals in. Rock getting picked up, going right for Spanners. Doesn't quite connect, though, as he's going to be able to get a dodge out of it. Spanners is right now getting a great job keeping himself alive with that cloak. Maybe looking to burn him, though, getting burned alive. We have Savvy on the high ground, going to be stealth bounce, using the shield drone to keep himself alive. And we see Savvy right now going back up. Rock beat throw, gets rid of the shield drone. Rune going to have this combo broken. Combo breaker. They're coming through. Savvy's on the high ground. Savvy's gone again. Goodbye, Savvy. And we see Spanners right now is on the run. It's just down to right now Rune as he's just trying to keep himself alive. It's just Rune versus Deanimate. He just needs to get some armor up and stage up. Rock's going to get picked up, and he's just trying to finish up this body so that way he can go it up. But it is down to 2 bars. Looking at just Rune right now. It's just Rune versus the Goliath. It is David and Goliath right now. Or Rune and Goliath. He's just trying to auto-cannon his way down. Looking to get the Thunder Punch. Dodges it. Uses the charge to break through. Here comes the shield out of room. It is a battle of the monsters right now. The assault is happening. And right now we're looking at Deanimate, who's actually looking to decide if he wants to engage or if he's going to be going in on him. He's trying to get into a good spot. Right now, Thunderchild Punch is off cooldown, which means Rune's going to be ready to go. We're going to have 40 seconds of Rune still surviving. Here comes the leap. Flame Breath is going to get used in a moment to chip down to that health. And he's just going to spin it up in the air as he's just looking at it. Upset it all, and he's just going to look at Rune. Rune's on the run. Here it comes. And he's just going to connect, though, and he's going to see it. He's just burning it into the air. Just waiting for the timer. Oh, Deanimate, just finish it! There we go. And he's going to look for the finish. Again, he got the shield, however. Is he able to get enough time with the shield? Shield might keep him alive long enough. He needs 10 more seconds, but it isn't enough. Down goes Rune, which means this is a 1-1 on this side, which makes it a 3-1 current total. JSMS taking their point, making it 2-1 final score going into the next round. We're waiting for an update on the other side. This is a best of 7. Yeah, we just got an update, meaning YP won the other side with Source. So, I believe this is a best of 7. But if we look at the damage coming out here, we saw damage, chip, and then we just saw the flat lines of no damage being dealt for the longest time. We saw 1 down, 2 revived. And we see down, like we're just seeing downs all over the place as he's just showing the power that Deanimate has to survive in these situations, regardless of what you throw on him. You can God Dome him, you can do whatever you want, you can pray to God, it ain't gonna help you. Deanimate's coming in to slaughter not you, but everyone you know on this Hunter team that's gonna be trying to kill him. He's coming through, and he's truly a monster to be reckoned with as he goes into these games. But yeah, this is where we do a quick fade in, fade out. We're going into the next round. I believe it is a best of 7, so we'll have more games for you in just a moment. We'll be back in just a minute.